Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your host who thinks the most, Wayne's World, and I'm back here again to give you another episode. And I want to talk about music. Just like music. I want to talk about that for a minute. I want to talk about hip-hop and R&B. I want to talk about the then versus the now and the difference it made when it came to society and what it has impacted from it. Now, before we begin, I'd like to give a thank you to everyone once again who follows, supports, interacts with this podcast. You're very well appreciated, as you always are. I'm glad to have you along this journey with me as I continue to give you my thoughts on everything and everything in between of all topics that go on around me. Because I guarantee you I'll bring up something that you can definitely relate to. Now, without further ado, let's get to the topic at hand. Let's talk about music. Now, we all know music been around for generations and generations. And music has been a big part of culture itself, and especially the African American culture. Music has been a big part of that. It's actually one of the biggest influences in our culture is music. But this is not a history channel, and this is not a history podcast, so I'm not going to get too deep into that. But I want to start with talking about rap. I want to talk about the then first. I want to mention some of the rappers from the then, just so people can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I was born in the 90s, 1990 to be exact. So when I speak about the then, I'm talking about people like Chubb Rock, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, LL Cool J, Kool Moe Dee, EMPD, Eric B. and Rakim, Curtis Blow, Big Daddy Kane. People like that. People who basically pioneered the music industry, at least the hip-hop industry, to where it is now. And the fact that rappers like this who pioneered it, a lot of their music was informational in a way. A lot of their music told a story. A lot of them told a story about them that we didn't even know about them, but without the music, they probably wouldn't have never told their story. But thanks to the music, they told their stories and made good music behind it. The music back then you were able to get your groove on, understand the lyrics, like literally understand the words that are coming out of their mouth, and be able to get your boogie on, get the phone numbers at the house parties and whatnot, things like that. You were able to do stuff like that then. And the fact that it didn't promote so much violence the way it does nowadays. But the violence level when it came to the cause of it being rap was not that high at all. It was not that high at all. Like that's the music we missed back then. Like that's the music I kind of see. People look at me weird when they hear me playing this music out my car, out my headphones, out of Bluetooth speaker, whatever. Because they always tell me what you know about that, and I gotta let them know. Listen, I grew up to this music. This is why I move a certain way I move now. Because I don't let the music, especially the music nowadays, influence me. But these are the music I listened to before. I can say honestly, all the way up to the mid 2000s. I feel like music was great. Wasn't too much violence going on. I mean, there was an era where it has a lot of narcotics selling, but it wasn't too much violence that was promoted in the music videos, even in the songs. It wasn't that much. I mean, you'd be able to go to the party, do the kid and play, and everything, get your boogie on, as I stated before. That's when music was music, and you needed the talent to be able to make music. Not any and everybody was just being signed just because they had an audience behind them. They had a good following of the BS they do. Which brings me on to today's music. Today's music makes somebody really want to. First thing they do, wake up. They want to grab their gun and go after the ops. They want to go find their ops to go kill somebody. Because the music they listen to now, when I mean by rappers like Dirk, Pooh Shiesty, at one point, rest in peace, I'll say King Wong music kind of promoted that as well. 5-Year Foreign. Bobby Shmurda at one point. The music nowadays is, and the industry is pushing this kind of music because nowadays the youth is being very, very, very much affected by it, and it's kind of making them want to do the same things they see these people doing because now they know people look up to hip-hop artists. A lot of young kids look up to hip-hop artists until they're old enough to understand that they don't have to look up to these people. That they don't need to, but at the time, the stage they're in, a lot of times the way they're going, it's kind of too late before they realize they don't have to follow what this person is telling them through their music. And that's how music has changed, at least the rap part first. Let's talk about the rap first, because the R&B we're going to get to there, but the rap part. First thing, a lot of the songs, the main agenda is to talk about how they're killing the ops. But by ops, I mean the opposition, whoever they're beefing with. That's the first thing they're talking about. There's no longer rapping about women. There's no more rapping about love. There's no more rapping about just telling your story. There's no more of that. It's just straight how much money we got and how many people I can body. That's basically what rap is now. Don't get me wrong, I'm hoping that this new artist is going to come out that's going to change the way music is perceived now and go back the way it was previously, where the gun wasn't the first thing they thought about as soon as they woke up. The beef they have with somebody else ain't the first thing they think of when they wake up. Soulja Boy had nothing but dance songs when he was out. It took over. For the time period that he took over for that time. Straight damn near dance songs. Like that is what I mean. It's like they mumbling now, so now I gotta catch every other word out the sentence now. So even if you don't know the words nowadays, you can still get away with it because they don't even know their own words they're talking about. They don't know their own lyrics. So nowadays you can mumble that. I got him. You can say all that now. And still be considered knowing the words. But back then you couldn't say it. You had to know the damn words because you understood every word that came out these guys' mouths. And women. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I love music, so like I said, I'll listen to it. It just doesn't influence me the way it influences younger people. But the fact that I'd rather take the music from before than the music now, because I feel like the music before you can enjoy gatherings with. You can get together with friends and families and not be put in the mind state where you got to look behind your back because you don't know who about to attack you. like I said, we'll jump back to the hip hop because I want to touch on R&B in a way that has definitely changed. Now, don't get me wrong, hip hop is one of my favorite genres, but I'm more of a ladies type of guy, so I fuck with R&B a lot more than I do with hip hop. And nowadays, I feel like R&B got destroyed. I feel like R&B really got destroyed. I mean, we went from making love. I'm talking about, that turn out the lights, light a candle, or that, well, drifting on a memory. All that. That's the music where you light the candles, you put your robe on, bring your lady to the room. She already see the rose petals and everything on the bed. You tell her to get on that damn bed. Start to climb on top of her. You get it on. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like Marvin Gaye. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing. See, damn, just saying that put me in the damn mood. See what I'm saying? Just thinking of those songs put me in the damn mood. But nowadays, see, the older women know about that, so now it's kind of hard nowadays for the younger women to enjoy the love songs, because songs like that then made babies. Songs like that made relationships. Songs like that made marriages, because they promoted nothing but just love. Even some of the other songs are just strictly about how much they love a girl. Shit, I go as far back as my mom used to play this a lot. My father used to play this a lot. But the Temptations. It was just my imagination. Shit like that expressed the love a man had for a female, which nowadays, like I said, it's society had killed it. It killed it. Society killed all those types of feelings when it came to music. The music industry killed all of these feelings. To the point where we go from, there's a meeting in my bedroom, to the nowadays version where people are messing up the damn songs, talking about there's a meeting in my bedroom, come here, bring that dick here, shit like that. Just fucking up classics. Now you tell me nowadays this is what women want to do. Like, how are y'all able to have sex and make love that way with songs like that? A lot of the R&B they talk about cheating and I should cheat back because you did this and I did that, and it's like, where's the love at in the R&B? Where is the love at in the R&B? It simply disappeared. I don't really think it's even R&B out here anymore. Because our here in a lot of these stations is rap. Shit, even Mary J. Blige went to rapping. She's rapping now. So it's like, where did the R&B go? If there's any music artist out there who's listening to this, please bring back the R&B that we used to have. Because the rap now has people wanting to kill each other. The R&B nowadays is being destroyed. I really need to know, where is it? It's I feel like we're losing the music culture. I mean, it changes every generation, but we have to find a way to bring it back. At least I want it to come back. The old meanings. Like we used to, like with R&B, we used to be able to sing a lyric to a female. Even if you couldn't sing, the fact that you said the lyrics in your best voice possible, especially as kids. A girl a lot of times will blush. Might give you the phone number, might become your girlfriend. Like, from a millennial, some Generation X, y'all remember when Mario first came out, right? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I want to know your name. I want to know if you got it, man. I want to know. I want to know everything. I want to know your number and you can come over and... Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When that song came out, how many motherfuckers had that on their MySpace page? How many people was telling women that? Trying to get them to like them. When Chris Brown first started, straight love bangers. This is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. I feel like the music has changed. A lot of times we can't make love no more. So this is why everybody's running around here cheating on each other and nobody's getting married, because there's no more love promotion in this music no more. It's all hate and sneaky links. That's all it's about now. Hate and sneaky links. For the people who listen who don't know what a sneaky link is, that's basically cheating. That's all it is about now. That's all it is about now. This is why I can never let the music from before go away. So I'm constantly listening to the music from before, because I gotta constantly remind myself of, or at least escape the fact of what music is today. It ain't what it is no more. It's enjoyable, some of it, because again, I'm a music fan. I just wish we can go back to the way music was, in my opinion, to the way the music is coming now, because the music that we have now is affecting the children we have now as well. You got female rappers now who, instead of telling certain stories, all they talk about is getting their ass hit and doing this to a man and doing that to a man, giving head this and getting head that. That's basically just showing women nowadays, or the youth that's growing up, to act the same exact way. So honestly, I'm thankful that I did grow up and listen to the music I did listen to, because if I didn't, I'd probably be lost as well. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. My thoughts on music then versus now. If you want, you can give me an email at galoretalk@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook at Items Galore. You can also DM me on Instagram at talk__galore. And you can like and follow the YouTube channel Talk Galore Podcast /radio/Reaction TV. I have other videos up there as well on topics I feel strongly about. So until the next episode, y'all take care, safe, and take care of each other.